There we go. I'm sure you guys can see it. 0.6. Good freaking morning, everyone. Good to see you again. And yes, as you can see, I am just barely in the state of ketosis. And yes, I'm pretty sure I got knocked out of ketosis yesterday. And why is that? It was because Thursday night, today is Saturday by the way, Thursday night I had the company annual dinner, and in events like this, especially in China, and I'm also the management level in my company, so stay away from drinking. It's just physically impossible. And if you're Chinese living in China, and you should know better, China is a very business drinking culture. When you go on a business trip, especially going up north, people will literally just like pouring the alcohol in your throat, and that's how extreme that is. So, but hey, that's life. You can't really miss alcohol. I mean, at some point in your time, you have family events, you have friends' birthday. But today, I'm gonna talk about alcohol and ketosis. How does it affect your body, and how does it affect your ketosis, your keto diet? But right now, I'm gonna try to get ready. I need to go to the gym and get some work done. So I will see you on the next clip. Stay tuned. That was a really good workout. I worked on my bicep, my back, and I feel my energy level was pretty good, and I really feel like I could do more. But I decided to go a little bit shopping after that, but I'll go to that. But the reason I go to this gym is called 乐客 Left Fit. 我为什么要去这边呢？其实主要就是说，第一个，它最重要的重点，它离我家很近，大概是5分钟的路程。那 here's the tips， 这是给各位的建议，尤其是 beginners 的时候，要选一个健身房，选一个离自己家近的，或者是离自己的工作近一点的，所以你可以常去，你不会错过，你不会有 excuse， 不会有任何借口说哦 it's too far and the weather is too cold so I'm not gonna go。所以这个是一个很大的一个重点。 那第二个呢，我觉得这个健身房最大的优点 ，it opens 24 hours. It's really hard to come by in Shanghai. When I first came to Shanghai, all the gyms they opens like 9, 10 a.m. in the morning. I was like, what the hell? Because like, you know, back in the States, all the gyms open like 4, 5, 6 the latest. And I personally enjoy, and I always go to the gym first thing in the morning fasted before I go to work. So I can keep myself fresh the entire day. But I couldn't do that for years. But I think 2 years ago, Leffy came out, and I was like, 24 hours, great. And then the downside of this gym, well, it does have like 89 gyms, you know, this brand in Shanghai. So it's basically everywhere. But the downside of these gyms, they don't have that much equipment. 他们没有太多的设备，但是足够给到你所需要的。它也有瑜伽，它也有treadmill 跑步机等等，所有你需要的，还有教练区都有。所以我不觉得这是一个大的一个问题。And another problem is they don't have shower. But I personally don't take shower at the gym, so that really doesn't bother me. And besides, 你知道那个在中国就是很多人办健身房，然后呢，他们就是为了去那边洗澡。I was like, yeah, you just take shower, go to the gym, you take shower at the gym, and that's it. And you pay like 2,000, 3,000 RMB a year just to take shower. But anyway, 但是这种健身房好处就是你少了很多这些人，所以 the crowd 人的数量会少很多，也不会这么的拥挤。所以这个就是我对这个我现在健身房的一个看法。It's good, it fits my lifestyle, so that's all you need. But anyway, I'm gonna go home and start the cooking. So I'll see you guys later. What's up, guys? So this is my last meal of the day. I'll show you guys in a bit. But what happened to my first meal of the day? I have to apologize. I actually filmed it, but I forgot to turn on my microphone, so I have no audio. So the footage is definitely useless. I only had the image. So that was pretty stupid, but I'm sorry, but I'll go through what I had for my first meal. I had a steamed cauliflower, about half plate, because I try to eat as much veggies as possible so that I can get enough of the nutrients, especially the potassium, magnesium, from the veggies, and which is very important if you're in ketogenic diet. So make sure you do a lot of veggies. And I had the ground beef patties that I got from the Carrefour this morning, which is about 200 grams. So it's very rich in protein and fat as well. And plus I had the Kerrygold cheese on the top, which is about 25 grams. Besides that, I had a keto coffee, which I had Kerrygold butter, MCT oil, and ghee. This was actually the first time I tried ghee, and it actually tastes pretty good. I didn't put the whipping cream in it, just because I want to change up the flavor once in a while. But that's basically what I had, and this is my last meal. So today I only do 2 meals a day. I typically don't do too many meals, sometimes 3, but mostly 2. It's just because when in ketogenic diet, you're not really hungry. So I will just do 2 meals. But sometimes I will have a little bit of snack between meals, but that's normally when I find out like, you know, I don't really have enough fat for the first meal, then I will do a little bit of snack. But most of the time will be macadamia nuts because it's rich in fats. So before I dig into my last meal, let's talk about alcohol and ketosis. So yes, alcohol will kick you out of ketosis. As soon as you eat anything with calorie, doesn't matter if it's protein, carb, or fat, it will probably knock you out of ketosis right away. But fat is pretty neutral, so it doesn't really affect your insulin that much. But when you eat carb, it will affect your insulin. It will spike your insulin. So that's what it's about. But what's the difference between alcohol? Alcohol, if you drink alcohol, it will probably knock you out of ketosis for a day or two. It really depends on how much you drink and what kind of alcohol do you drink. And also depends on your body composition or how fat adapted you are. But that's a story for another day. But why it will kick you out of ketosis for a day or two, that long, it's because alcohol is basically quite toxic. It is not toxic by itself, but once it's been broken down by your enzyme, it will become a toxic chemicals, and your liver has to process that first before anything else. So basically, every other function will slow down, will either slow down or stop, and not including your triglyceride breaking down process. And that's one thing. So you have to take care, your liver has to take care of your alcohol first before you get back to your ketosis. And then there are two downsides when you drink alcohol. Because when you drink alcohol, you're gonna get drunk fast. Why is that? It's because you don't really have that much carb in your system. Because carb can act as a buffer, so that it doesn't really affect you as fast, as efficient. Second issue of alcohol is that you probably will experience heavier or more severe hangover the next day because you don't have that much water in your body. It's because each gram of carbohydrate will hold about 3.5 to 4 grams of water, and which you don't have, and you're gonna be more dehydrated. That's why your hangover will be more severe. So those are the two downsides. But in general, I wouldn't recommend you to drink alcohol because alcohol is really bad for you in the first place. So now let's see what I have for my last meal. Let's check this out. My last meal, usually I keep my last meal of the day very simple. I wouldn't go too fancy about that. So basically I would just have I have 4 eggs, and I do have like a couple of olives because I really love olives. I have 4 eggs, and then I put a little bit like chili sauce on it, and I have 4 strips of bacon. This bacon is a little bit different because most of the bacon you get it from supermarket in China. They all add a lot of additives and even like hidden sugar. So I really don't go for those. I usually just get the pork strip, the fresh pork strip, 五花肉, and that way they don't add anything and it's fresh. So this is what I got, but it's because since it's not salted, so you need to salt you need to salt your food, you need to salt your bacon, you need to salt your eggs. Yes, talking about salt, pink salt, Himalayan pink salt. This is what you need because this is really good, especially in ketogenic diet. Make sure you salt your food all the time because that's what you need. Like this. Yes. And then I have spinach. As you can see, I have a full plate of spinach. Not sure if it's zoomed in, it's engaged. Yes. I have like, oops, just dropped my salt over me. But anyway, I care about my veggies when I'm ketogenic diet, especially spinach, because spinach is really high in potassium. So this is basically what you need when you're ketogenic diet. Make sure you eat a lot of this, okay? And besides that, I have my drink. This drink, you can't really tell, but this drink, I have a full lemon in it, and then I have apple cider vinegar. Also, I have my fat bomb as for dessert. Let me try to zoom in. Yes, it's a blueberry cheesecake fat bomb. that I made 2 days ago. It's about 50 grams per serving, about this big. So this meal would definitely give me enough fat. So this is basically what I have for my meal. I only do 2 meals a day. I haven't calculated the macro, but I'll show it right here. Yes. So that will be my total macro for the day. I try to control as much as possible, especially the fat part. Especially now, I'm not really in keto cuts, so I want to be fat adapted more. Maybe it will take about additional 2 months. Then I can go to do. Then I can do the flexible keto diet. But for now, this is what I have. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I need to finish my food. If you guys have any comments or any questions, just leave in the comments below, like here. Yes. Then I will try to answer you as much as possible. Okay? Because I will always read my comments. So that's it, guys. Peace and love.